Let's look at FAMU faculty salaries. We're talking about in-unit faculty, which means these are the faculty who are eligible for bargaining by the United Faculty of Florida. Let's look at the spring of 2024. This is from the 2024 NEA Higher Education Salary Report, which is published annually. In this case, they're looking at the data from 2022 to 2023. These are the 10 state universities that are doctoral granting from the state of Florida. These give the average salaries of the professors, the associate professors, assistant professors, and lecturers. Also, the percent change from the previous year, which is the change from 2021 to 2022. All of the universities had a positive change except for Florida A&M, which had a negative change. This means salaries actually decreased from one year to the next. There are ways that salaries can decrease. One is you can have faculty leaving, in which case someone with a higher salary would leave. Second, they might be removed by going into an administrative position. Such a move would probably be a higher paying one and would no longer be counted in here. Third, it could be that everyone else got a pay raise and FAMU didn't. You've got these three possibilities. We took the universities and ranked them. The ranking is in the right-hand column. We ranked them in the state of Florida for the professor rank. The University of Florida has the highest salary. University of Central Florida is the second. Florida State is the third. Florida International is the fourth. South Florida is fifth. Florida Atlantic is sixth. Florida Gulf Coast is seventh. Florida A&M is eighth. University of West Florida is ninth. University of North Florida is 10th. We also looked at the U.S. News and World Report rankings for public universities. These rankings are in the left-hand column. University of Florida is ranked 6th. Florida State is ranked 23rd. University of South Florida is ranked 45th. University of Central Florida is ranked 64th, as is Florida International University. Florida A&M is ranked 91st. Florida Atlantic, 112th. University of North Florida, 129th. Florida Gulf Coast, 162nd. University of West Florida is not ranked. This gives us the ability to look at where they are ranked within the state of Florida and how well they rank outside of the state of Florida. This is the 2024 data that was provided by Florida A&M University. We separated out the people who are ranked as professors according to the PERC standards for in-unit faculty. There were 107 professors. The median salary of $104,000. The mean salary is $111,000. This is a stem and whisker plot illustrating the data. There is one significant outlier all the way up at the top. Somebody is getting a larger salary. We're not saying that they are not deserving of that salary. That is pulling this particular curve up. If you take that person out, the mean value would drop. In here, we've got the mean value, which is $111,000. We're going back to the chart before. We're going to put up the mean value of some of the other schools. University of Florida is blue. University of Central Florida is black. Florida State University is garnet. Florida International is yellow. South Florida is green. You can see all of these averages are outside of the normal standard deviation that you get for data at Florida A&M. This means all of these salaries are significantly higher salaries than what we are getting at Florida A&M. Adding in the next tier, you can see how all of these are more evenly grouped or slightly higher than what you're getting at Florida A&M. Remember, these are 2023 salaries from the other universities compared to the actual salaries at Florida A&M. The mean salary at Florida A&M is $111,000. Go back to the previous chart and see that this is not increased from the average in 2023 of $110,000. All of these other schools have had significant pay increases since 2022-2023. The state of Florida has provided additional funds for pay raises in 2022 of 5.38% and in 2023 of 5%. Florida A&M University provided a 3% pay raise in 2023. We find that these are quite compressed compared to where they should be. We have similar plots for associate professor. We're trying to keep them in the same scale. As associate professor has a median salary of $81,000, the mean salary is $87,000. We do have a significant outlier. We also have the same thing for assistant professor. The mean for the assistant professor is $80,000. The median is $74,000. We do have a significant outlier there as well. The variation between assistant professor and associate professor is narrowing. This requires that there be some sort of compression inversion correction. If you're looking at instructors, the level does not require the PhD. Therefore, the salary tends to be lower. Instructors are an important and integral part of the faculty in any university that desires to be an R1 university. The assistant professor base salary dictates the future salaries of higher faculty. Taking the current data and calculating the future values based on promotion, when an associate professor is promoted, there is a 15% increase in base. A current associate professor's future value based on promotion would be approximately $10,000 shy of the current mean of a full professor. If we look at the median, we would see again that this is $10,000 shy of what the current median for a full professor is. If we look at assistant professors, when an assistant professor is promoted, there is a 12% increase in base. Comparatively, the current assistant professor would be making more than the current mean for an associate professor. If we look at medians, we get the same occurring. Now, let's look at what happens when they are promoted. When an associate professor is promoted, there's a 15% increase in base. So if we take that increased salary and add 15% to it, we would see that this is still shy of what a current professor is making by about $7,800. If we look at the median, we get the same format occurring, this time by about $8,500. President Robinson stated that the university wants to ensure market-appropriate base salary compensation for staff and teaching faculty to attract and retain top talent. Again, I'm going back to the full professor rank. According to the AAUP, from their 2020 Inside Higher Ed published in April of 2020, professor pay is flat again. This was accessed in 21 March 2024. In 2019 to 2020, average full-time salary by AAUP category affiliation and academic rank. The public full professor should have been making an average of $145,899. Use that number to look at where we're at FAMU. FAMU professorial unit is composed up of 107 full professors. The median salary is $103,855, which means 50% are below the median and 50% are above the median. The average salary is $111,563 and change. The number of faculty who have a salary above $145,899 is 11. 6 are in the College of Engineering. 4 are in the College of Pharmacy, 1 is in SBI. If we look at the top 25 faculty, 10 are in the College of Engineering, 14 are in the College of Pharmacy, and 1 is in FBI. And these do not come up to that value, but they are still proximate of that value. The interesting thing is both the College of Engineering and the College of Pharmacy have had salary compression inversion corrections at least once since the year 2000. They are also looking at these again because they keep saying their salaries are not progressing the way that they should be for their discipline. This goes back to market equity. By the same token, a majority of the rest of the university has not had a market equity change in the last 3 decades. Modification of these salaries will take some serious effort on the part of the university if they intend to ensure market-appropriate base salary compensation for staff and teaching faculty to attract and retain top talent.